Office for Educational Outreach and Health Careers, Director of the Master of Science in Medical Sciences program, and Morehouse School of Medicine Board of Trustees member.
Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the President, the Dean, and the faculty and staff, I hereby declare that the 42nd Commencement Exercises of Morehouse School of Medicine are now in session. Please rise and remain standing for the procession of the platform party, along with our distinguished faculty and alumni. I now present to you our platform party, led by President and CEO, Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice. take your seats and remain seated throughout the processional so everyone can welcome and observe our graduates without obstruction. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Morehouse School of Medicine, class of 2026. graduates, and distinguished members of the platform, please be seated. At this time, I ask Dr. Marvin Crawford, the school's chaplain, to give the invocation.
Thank you, Dr. Finley. Good morning. Gentlemen, you may remove your hats if you so desire. The psalmist simply says something so profound. Psalm 66, come and see what God has done. Let us pray. Oh God, on this day of celebration, we shout for joy throughout the corridors of Morehouse School of Medicine. We sing your glory. We make glorious praise unto you for what you have done. How awesome are your deeds. All the earth bowed down to you. We sing praises to you, God, after we have seen what you have done. We open our eyes on this day and we see that you gave us an institution that through our founders that stands in the gap for the oppressed, for the have-nots. We walk humbly before you. We walk justly and we love mercy, God. We thank you. We see what you have done, God. You gave us students from various backgrounds. Some have come the first time to be physicians and others with high degrees in their families. Some have even been the first-time college graduates. We see what you have done. We'll see that you have given us the power through these students to endure midnights, to experience anxious days, but come through with our heads up high. We praise you, God, for our students, and now they'll become our graduates. We see what you have done. We see you have given them supported parents, and you have given them supported spouses, friends, and families who have made the sacrifice that this day may come to pass. So God, we see what you have done. We see what you've done through faculty and staff, administrators, and boards of trustees, and through this wonderful president. We see what you have done. Because you have done that on this day, oh God, we lift our hands and our whole selves in praise unto you. And we cry unto you, God, thank you for what you have done. Now, God, come in our midst and move among us, that we may celebrate on this day because we have seen what you have done. Amen. If you don't mind standing, and we'll sing the national anthem and lift every voice and sing on page 33 and 34 inside your bulletin respectively.
Please be seated. It is my distinct honor to bring to the podium the presiding officer of today's ceremony, President and CEO of Morehouse School of Medicine, Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice.
Good morning. It is a beautiful day, and I feel the joy that is in this room as we welcome you to the 42nd Commencement Exercises at Morehouse School of Medicine. To the class of 2026, this is your moment. And on behalf of the entire Morehouse School of Medicine family, I extend our heartfelt congratulations. I also offer my gratitude to the family, friends, faculty, and mentors who have supported all of these graduates every step of the way. For us, this is more than a ceremony. It's a victory. And I know if you could, you would do a victory lap right now. I know some of the parents would. It is also a testimony, and it is a divine appointment. Many of you began this journey into medicine and public health because we were in uncertain public health times at that time. We were in a crisis of our time. You completed college from behind a screen. How many of you remember that? You missed milestone celebrations, and you entered this field at a time when the world needed healing more than ever. And so while the world was shutting down, you chose to stand up. While others retreated in fear, you leaned into purpose, and when the pandemic denied you the chance to maybe walk across your stage at your undergraduate celebration, you resolved to walk taller as you walk here today. You have lived the very meaning of resilience, and today you emerge not only as graduates, but as leaders, as healers, as scientists, as hope bearers for a new generation ready to transform the future of health. And as I look at each of you, I see a lot more than just academic achievement. I see a bold response to a calling that asks you not just for intellect, but for empathy, not just for knowledge, but for courage, not just for your credentials, but for your commitment to justice. And here at Morehouse School of Medicine, we know when that commitment comes a calling, transformation follows. To the audience, let me tell you a little bit about what transformation looks like to us. This year, Morehouse School of Medicine celebrates another historic milestone with our largest entering medical class in the institutional history. Dr. John Maupin, our President Emeritus, stand please and be recognized. He's here. He hired me as the Dean and Executive Vice President, and he was in the room when we were 54 MD students, and I sort of announced that, guess what? We're gonna go to 100. The room was silent. The air went out of the room. But once people caught their breath, once our faculty understood what was possible, they went to work. And now we have 104 physicians that are gonna walk across this stage today. And when you look at what happened at Match Day this year, it really reflects the strength and the purpose of this class. 98% of the participating students matched into residency training programs. 84% of them got their first choice specialty. Nearly half of them will remain in Georgia to continue their training, and we are so happy that 17% match right here at Morehouse School of Medicine. Now, our class of 2026 is built a little different. They're resilient, they're innovative, they're ambitious, they're deeply committed to one another. They've created traditions like the FIGS, F-I-G-S fundraiser to support MSM. They've built a culture rooted in family advocacy and support. They stood by each other, lifted each other, and reminded us that excellence and compassion really does coexist. But they are not the only ones, the MD students, who are stars. This commencement also marks the graduation of our 8th cohort of the Master of Science in Health Informatics program. Since its inaugural 2022 program, it's expanded, and it is so relevant right now, particularly when we look at what's happening across the national digital landscape. We are so proud that we can attract learners from across the country who are now advancing innovation in healthcare systems, public health, research, technology, and clinical operations. We are also extremely proud to celebrate our 3rd cohort of the Doctor of Health Administration graduates. This diverse and accomplished group of leaders represents 15 states, guys, and a broad range of healthcare, academic, nonprofit, and technology sectors. They are already leading hospitals, public health organizations, community clinics, and health systems. And what they learned here will advance the future of healthcare administration because they have a shared commitment to equity and innovation. That's impact. That's what leadership looks like. That is what Morehouse School of Medicine is building. It is legacy in action. We also this year, guys, have been looking at our clinical enterprise. Our clinical enterprise has now been split into 2 sectors. You have Morehouse Healthcare, which we are traditionally known, where all of our academic partnerships lies. But now we have Morehouse Medicine, which is reflective of a bold, patient-centered vision for integrated care, expanded and impacting those communities that are left behind. Our focus is on the south side of this county because we understand the difference in life expectancy that exists between South and Central Fulton County compared to the North. It's a 5-year difference. We at Morehouse School of Medicine plan to be a part of the solution to change that. That's a hand clap. We continue to be excited about the partnerships through philanthropy. Robert Wood Johnson Foundation gave us $1.8 million to advance health equity research and expand our leadership development because for what we're trying to do, we need leaders. We were one of only 3 national coordinating centers selected by Robert Wood Johnson. For our graduates, the ground you now walk upon, you are the ones who will build it. You've already started to do so. Your journey is not just a personal victory, it is a public gift. It is a public gift. Your white coats will open doors, but it's your compassion and advocacy and your integrity that will truly heal. Your blue jackets will make a difference when you're advocating. And when people see you coming, they will know that you know what our mission is, and that is to lead the creation and advancement of health equity to achieve health justice. That mission lives in each of you. Now, graduates, this is something that we traditionally do because it is so important. There are a whole bunch of people here who made this possible for you. So I need you to stand at this moment and salute your family and your friends and your loved ones who made this possible. Please let's give them a round of applause. They see you up there, they see you. To your families, your friends, your partners, your loved ones, thank you. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for pushing. Thank you for taking the late night calls, the anxiety attacks. Thank you for pouring whatever the graduates needed you to pour into them, especially when you need them the most. They needed you, and you were there, and we know what that means. I also would like to take a moment, just a moment of silence, because I know that many of us, many of you, lost some person along the way who you thought would be sitting in this audience with you tonight. They're here. Their presence is felt. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. You know, Morehouse School of Medicine is home to world-renowned leaders and experts in biomedical science, clinical research, public health, health policy, and medicine. This is how we are able to develop these incredible graduates. And I want to acknowledge the leaders who are here participating in today's ceremony. I will introduce those on the stage, and some called by names, and others I will ask just to stand. But starting on the first row from my far right, Dr. Cinnamon Bradley, our Associate Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. Rita Finley, our Associate Dean of Educational Outreach and Health Careers, Dr. Danita Entman Daniels, our Associate Dean of Graduate Education, Dr. Renee McLeod-Sargent, our Founding Dean of the Graduate Education and Nursing for Intercollaborative Excellence Program, Dr. Sandra Harris-Hooker, our Interim Dean, Mr. Aaron Denton with the Morehouse School of Medicine Board of Trustees and Managing Director and Chief Procurement Officer for Tishman Speyer. And now to my left, Dr. Marvin Crawford, our Preacher in Residence. Dr. Bonzo Reddick, our Morehouse School of Medicine Board of Trustees and President of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. Dr. Ngozi Anachabe, Executive Vice Dean for Education and Faculty Affairs. And then we have Board of Trustees members. So will the Board of Trustees members please stand who are here with us today on the stage and in the audience, please. Trustee Emeritus, the Dean, Calvin Smyre, please stand and be recognized. And of course, we have our speaker, Dr. Rich McCormick, U.S. Representative of Georgia 7th Congressional District and Morehouse School of Medicine alumnus, and today's commencement speaker. Thank you. You all may be seated. Will all of the chairs and distinguished department leaders, directors of centers and institutes, and associate deans present, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for joining us on the stage. I am always honored to introduce to you the heart and soul of Morehouse School of Medicine. It is really our phenomenal faculty members, as they make up the foundation of the institution, and our staff who support them so well in what they do. Will the world-class faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine and the world-class staff of Morehouse School of Medicine please stand and be recognized? Yeah. It takes a village. The parents know exactly what I mean. It takes a village to accomplish what you're seeing today. It takes a village to have graduates who are about to become a part of a collective force of leaders and experts who we are expecting to change the lives of others through service, research, public health, health policy, and medicine. Now, there were many that came before you that have done this, and they serve as our ambassadors. They are really what shows us our return on investment. So will all of the alumni of Morehouse School of Medicine who are here, please stand and be recognized. We see you up there. We thank you. We thank you for all that you do. There are lots of people who are behind today's ceremony, and I know they stood with the staff, but I just want to recognize the operations, facility, public safety, academic affairs, student affairs, institutional relations, IT, marketing, and communication, and my favorite, the Glee Club of Morehouse College. I love it when our commencements fall together, so I know I'm sure to get you all. So, I mean, it's so exciting for you. When you hear them, you will understand what I mean. I want to take the opportunity to really recognize a couple of special guests. Dr. John Maupin, who was the 5th president of Morehouse School of Medicine, and his wife, Mrs. Eileen Maupin, founder of the Women with Heart. Please stand and be recognized. This time is meaningful for them because not only are they really members of this family, but they have a new member that's joined this family. They are the proud grandparents of their graduating granddaughter, Bailey Norman, who I'm sure is just dying because I said her name. But she's getting her Master of Public Health. Thank you so much for all that you do. Now, I could sit up here and I could call out a lot of people's names, and so I usually just say this. If you believe that you are a special guest and I've forgotten to call your name, just stand up and be recognized. Okay, if you think you're special. So you will not be able to say that I did not recognize you. We did something different the last day, yesterday. We did our hooding ceremonies. Thank you to the December graduates who let us pilot it on you. It turned out well. I enjoyed yesterday the hooding ceremonies, and graduates, I hope that you did also, because it really gave us an opportunity to pause and celebrate you, and for you to celebrate with the faculty, and for you to hear from your associate deans, and for your family to come up on stage and hood you. So thank you for indulging on this. And by the time we get out of here by 4 o'clock, you will be more appreciative. Because if not, we would be here till 4 o'clock. But thank you all so much. It is now my pleasure to introduce. Okay, that was a joke. We're not going to be here till 4 o'clock, guys. That is why we did the hooding ceremony yesterday, because if not, we would be here till 4 o'clock. But anyway, well, we're going to be here. We're going to be out of here. It is now my pleasure to introduce Morehouse School of Medicine Board of Trustees, Mr. Aaron Dent, who will bring greetings on behalf of the board. Mr. Dent, please.
To President and CEO, Dr. Montgomery Rice, fellow trustees, distinguished platform guests, alumni, faculty, administrators, family, friends, and especially the class of 2026, I'm honored to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Commencement exercises are a special time for the board because we're witnessing the results of our efforts to support and sustain the Morehouse School of Medicine and its students. This institution produces outstanding physicians, biomedical scientists, and public health professionals who are destined for greatness. Your commitment to health equity will improve the communities in which you will live and work. We're immensely proud of your accomplishments. We are certain that you will be extraordinary practitioners, researchers, and change makers. You will continue to have our utmost support as you bring your hearts and your work to the underserved in our communities. Know that you are forever a part of this illustrious MSM family. Congratulations. And now, Madam President, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Morehouse School of Medicine, I hereby authorize you to confer the degrees in course upon candidates who have qualified in all respects for Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Health Informatics, Doctor of Health Administration, Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies, Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Science in Neuroscience, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences, and Doctor of Medicine.
Thank you, Mr. Dent, Trustee Dent. Next, we'll hear from the President of the Student Government Association, soon to be Dr. Jeremy Bingman.
Good morning. So I know when I was tasked to become the SGA president by my classmates and my fellow alumni that I was gonna have to give a speech today. And I didn't really realize how much that speech would evolve until the course of this year is taking place. Because what I would have said at the beginning of the year is vastly different than where we are today. But I believe and I hope that it will be relevant and will carry you all as we go into each of our individual journeys moving forward. To our families, loved ones, faculty, mentors, staff, community members, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026, congratulations. Today is not simply a ceremony, it is proof. Proof of sacrifice, resilience, and proof that despite every obstacle placed in our paths, we refuse to give up on ourselves and on one another. Today represents years of sleepless nights, early mornings, missed milestones, difficult conversations, self-doubt, and perseverance. It represents a dream that many of us have carried long before we ever stepped onto this campus. And for some of us, that dream began long before we even understood what was possible. As Harriet Tubman once said, every great dream begins with a dreamer, but dreams alone are never enough. Dreams require endurance, they require sacrifice. They require the courage to continue forward even when exhaustion, doubt, and hardship try to convince you to stop. And every person sitting here today chose to keep going. Because the truth is, none of us arrived here without some form of adversity. Some of us know what it feels like to fall, to question whether we belong here, to sit in silence after long clinical days carrying the weight of patients we could not save, to battle exhaustion, grief, burnout, debt, anxiety, and expectations that at times felt unbearable. But as Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it's done. And yet, here we are, the class of 2026. Not because the journey was easy, not because the system was always fair, not because every door was open for us, but because resilience became our language. Every person sitting in this class has a story that cannot be captured by a degree, a hood, or a title. Stories of patients working multiple jobs so their child, stories of parents working multiple jobs so their child could become the first doctor in their family. my mother and father included. Stories of immigrants and children of immigrants who crossed oceans, borders, and the barriers for an opportunity. Stories of classmates who endured loss while still showing up to care for others. Stories of people who were told they did not belong in these spaces, and yet still chose excellence anyway. That is what this class represents. We are not here simply because we are intelligent. We are here because we refuse to quit. And as we celebrate today, we must also remember the people who carried us to this moment. The parents who sacrificed in silence, the grandparents who prayed for us before every exam, the spouses and partners who loved us through our worst moments, the friends who reminded us who we were when stress made us forget, the faculty and mentors who challenged us to become not only better clinicians, but better people, the communities that believed in us long before this stage ever did. These degrees may have our name on them, but it belongs to all of them, too. Now, I would be dishonest if I stood here and pretended this moment exists separate from the conversations and emotions surrounding it. Many in our community are carrying frustration, disappointment, and concern about decisions that have shaped this commencement and the message that they may represent. And those feelings are real. But I want us to remember something important today. No speaker, no politician, no institution, and no single moment has the power to define who the class of 2026 is. Because at the end of the day, the class of 2026, we define that. We define it by who we choose to serve. We define it by whether we speak for those too often unheard. We define it by whether we allow compassion to remain present in spaces where humanity is too often absent. And we define it by whether we use our education not simply to advance ourselves, but to improve the lives of people who may never even know our names. Because medicine, public health, science, and service were never meant to exist only in comfort. They were built for moments exactly like this. Moments that require courage, humanity, and moral clarity. History does not remember generations because they remain silent. It remembers them because they chose to act. And I believe deeply that this class is prepared to act, as has been shown in recent weeks. I believe the future physicians in this room will care for patients others overlook. And I believe the public health leaders will fight for healthier and more equitable communities. I believe the PAs, researchers, nurses, scientists, and healthcare professionals graduating today will challenge the systems that fail people and help to build systems that will in turn heal them. Not through anger or division alone, but through excellence, through integrity, through empathy, through persistence, and through an unwavering commitment to humanity that we have grown to appreciate during our time here at MSM. Years from now, we may not even remember who spoke here today, but our communities and our patients will know and remember who it was that we became afterward. They will remember the doctor who stayed late to confront a frightened patient, the provider who advocated for a family when no one else to turn to, the leader who spoke up when it was difficult, the professional who will never allow titles, politics, or power to strip away their compassion. That is the legacy that matters. Class of 2026, we are entering a world that is becoming more complicated, divided, and hurting in many ways. But if these past years have taught us anything, it is that difficult circumstances do not diminish purpose, they reveal it. And despite every obstacle, every setback, every sleepless night, and every moment of doubt, we made it here together as one MSM, one family, something that I have made a mission and a calling statement during my tenure as SGA leader of this student body. And I hope some part of that has instilled itself within each and every one of the graduates here today and the communities in which you will soon go to serve. So today, celebrate loudly and live boldly. Celebrate every sleepless night, every setback, and every sacrifice. Every moment you wanted to quit but chose to continue anyway. Celebrate the people who carried you when you could not carry yourself. Celebrate the dream that once felt impossibly far away and is now sitting beside you in this room. And then leave this place understanding something powerful. The degree we receive today is not the finish line. It is a responsibility. A responsibility to heal, a responsibility to advocate, a responsibility to lead, and a responsibility to serve. And to leave this world more compassionate, more just, and more humane than where we found it. Class of 2026, despite every obstacle and every hardship, every doubt, and every attempt to make us believe we did not belong here, we are here. We made it, and we are ready and prepared to seize the moment as we continue to exemplify and live out our ancestors' wildest dreams. Congratulations, Class 2026.
Thank you, Jeremy. Before we proceed, I would like to share a few special words with you about soon-to-be Dr. Jeremy Beeman, who will also add to the title, Father. As his wife, Taylor, is here, I had my gloves with me in case we needed it, because the baby is due any moment. So thank you for waiting, little one. Jeremy has served with distinction as both the class president and the student representative to our board of trustees, consistently leading guys with what you saw here: professionalism, integrity, and above all else, compassion. He's been a thoughtful advocate for this class, for his classmates, regardless of which program you're in. His voice has been constant and has remained central to important conversations at the Board of Trustees level. What stands out most, though, is the way he's led with confidence and humility. He's helped to foster this sense of family unity and support that really defines this remarkable class of 2026. And while we celebrate his accomplishments today, we are equally excited about the journey that he and you will take, particularly since he's going to be here at Morehouse School of Medicine doing his residency. Jeremy, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your unwavering dedication to Morehouse School of Medicine. We are incredibly proud of you and excited to see all that you will accomplish in the years ahead. I'm also thrilled to share with this class the news that demonstrates our unwavering commitment to our student futures. In line with our commitment to student affordability, donors like Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Abbey Foundation, and many of you individually have helped contribute to our annual fund. We use those funds to provide direct debt relief for our graduating students. I am proud to announce that we will award nearly $3.6 million in Bloomberg-funded scholarships to eligible MD graduates. This is because we got a new round of funding, but other students, we did not leave you all out, because we have graduating students across all our programs who carry educational debt, and all students will receive some level of scholarship support for reduction this year. Our total will be over $4.6 million in scholarships that we will give to this class of 2026. Now, for all of you in the audience, if you want that to be more next year, we have a bucket right outside. Or we have a QR code that you can give to. But this is really a moment of pride for us. It reflects the strength of partnerships, the value of our students, and our collective commitment to ensuring that financial burden does not stand in the way of service, leadership, and excellence. Thank you to the class of 2026 for allowing us to be a part of your journey. Thank you, Jeremy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy a musical selection, Just and Right is God, performed by the Morehouse College Glee Club. Following the musical selection, our President and CEO will introduce today's keynote speaker. Please note to minimize disruptions, if you exit the auditorium during the keynote address, you will not be allowed to re-enter the auditorium except in case of emergency.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce our 2026 commencement speaker, Congressman Dr. Rich McCormick. Today, we welcome Congressman McCormick back as a proud Morehouse School of Medicine alumnus, whose journey reflects the many paths a Morehouse School of Medicine education can lead. His career in medicine, military service, and public leadership represents a long-standing commitment to service and leadership across multiple sectors. Dr. Rich McCormick is a decorated veteran and emergency room physician serving Georgia's 7th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives. He spent the majority of his life in service to our country as a Marine Corps helicopter pilot deployed to combat zones in Africa, the Persian Gulf, and in the Navy as the head of emergency medicine in Kandahar, Afghanistan. Between deployments, he earned an MBA from National University, served as a Marine Officer Instructor at Georgia Tech and right here at Morehouse College, and he earned an MD degree from Morehouse School of Medicine in 2010, where he served as the student body president. He completed residency at Emory and practiced at Northside Hospital after retiring from the Marine Corps at the rank of commander. In Congress, he serves on the Armed Services, Oversight and Government Reform, and Science, Space, and Technology committees, and undoubtedly, his greatest accomplishment is that he is the father of 3 sons. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming emergency medicine physician, Marine veteran, U.S. Congressman and class of 2010 Morehouse School of Medicine alumnus, Dr. Rich McCormick.
First of all, Dr. Maupin, my president for 4 years while I was here, good to see you again. It's an honor. It's an honor to be with so many faculty that I consider dear friends, and indeed this is a homecoming for me. This is my family, and I was told that when I walked in the door, and it was a great reception. And the fact that you retain so many faculty for so long shows you what a great place this is to work and to take a great student and make them even better. That's the unique reputation of Morehouse. 20 years ago, I got out of the Marine Corps and started my journey here at Morehouse as the oldest student. By the time we graduated and I gave the commencement speech as the student body president, I realized I needed to address the elephant in the room. I realized that I didn't really look like most of the other students, and so I'm going to just say right now I'm old. When I started at Morehouse, I had 3 sons, aged 2, 3, and 5 years old, and had served in the Marine Corps for over 16 years. I knew that I would not be the top student in my class based on my desire to spend quality time with my children, and quite frankly, because I was not as talented as many of the other students in my class. Despite being a graduate of Naval Flight School and having an MBA, there's nothing quite like medical school. Simply put, Morehouse was the greatest learning experience of my life. And for a Marine pilot to say that, it means it was truly extraordinary. Coincidentally, you know how there's a naval aviator in the room? They'll tell you. Morehouse was not just a learning experience about medicine or healthcare, but learning about people. As a Marine, I came from an environment of homogenous thoughts and single-purpose thinking with essentially one leader calling all the shots. At Morehouse, I learned collective bargaining and experienced a diverse input of ideas. Unknowingly, God was preparing me for a better understanding of people and life. At Morehouse, we share a common bond. Whether we like it or not, we're family. Matter of fact, that's what defines Morehouse. That doesn't mean we all get along, after all. If we did, we couldn't really call it family. See, like in the Marines, we become family when we struggle together, face challenges together, and get to know more about each other than we ever wanted to. This is an emotional day for me. The day I graduated from Morehouse was the day I could have retired from the Marine Corps. The experience I had here and the friends I made will last a lifetime. That said, don't expect me to cry. As an old gunnery sergeant once told me, he said, "Sir, it takes a big man to cry, and even a bigger man to laugh at that man." Now, I'm keenly aware that Marines are a special breed and that most of you don't share that sentiment, but I applaud our differences. I'm glad we don't all think alike. It is one of the strengths that make our institution and our great nation as special as it is. No, we're not all the same. We are MDs, PhDs, MPH, MSCR, MSBR, MSBT, and likely other titles. But we are all sacrificing to pursue a dream, and we are all Morehouse. Just in my class, we are Vietnamese, Indian, Korean, Dominican, Haitian, Guatemalan, German, Greek, Japanese, Jamaican, Nigerian, Somalian, Rwandan, and Egyptian. And on St. Patrick's Day, we were all Irish. We were all Morehouse. We loved basketball, dancing, soccer, football, rugby, rock climbing, and that was just me. We have gifted students and hardworking students and students that have sacrificed for their fellow classmates and local communities and communities around the world. We are Morehouse. We are Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, Socialists, Green Party, Independents, and we are Morehouse. We have countless beliefs in what God is and how that impacts our lives, but we have not let our differences divide us. We have many different faiths, but it is our faith in each other that makes us unique. What a great example for the rest of the world to take note of. Yes, I am proud of our diversity. It's not to say we aren't critical of each other. After all, we are family. But I am proud to say that in my 4 years here I spent in Morehouse, I never heard a person speak poorly of another because of their race, gender, religion, or sexual orientation. That point is not lost on me as I stand in the hall named after Martin Luther King Jr., a hall that has his dream written on the walls. That point was not lost on me when I witnessed the first black president of the United States being elected right before I was elected the first white student body president at Morehouse School of Medicine. The historical and moral significance of that is hard to grasp. But it gives me great hope that we live in a nation that our differences are what make us strong. These are historical times of change. To those people who do not appreciate this, those people that would try to rid us of this nation's diversity through violence, those people that demand that everyone of a certain race or religion or political party should think the same, those people are the only minority that I despise. So what is the most important thing I learned at Morehouse? That if I wanted to achieve something, if I truly sought influence, if I wanted to change the hearts and minds of my patients or my peers or anyone else, instead of trying to win an argument, win a friend. Let me repeat that. If you want true influence, instead of trying to win an argument, win a friend. Instead of trying to prove you're right, try to prove you love someone. That's not a one-time interaction. It's proving you love someone time and time again. Proving you are more concerned about that person feeling loved than proving that person is wrong. If you can do that, you can change the world one person at a time. Don't try to waste your time changing somebody's mind on the internet, and don't think you can win an argument in person. Ask anyone who's married. Many of you would agree that we have become polarized by politics. I used to be popular. I used to be loved as a Marine and a physician. I used to be able to wear pajamas to work, both as a pilot and as an ER doc. Just the other day, I was playing basketball with Jason Estevez and my son, and had a great time. Enjoyed every minute of it. Unfortunately, I lost friends the day I declared for office, as the same exact guy I was when I was here, the day before. As a guy who'd never been to a political rally or meeting in my life. We all know people in churches and political politics that believe they define that faith or that political party. But I believe grace is far superior to judgment. It's not only more rare, but it is much more appreciated. You can't invite somebody to your church, temple, or synagogue or party by calling them an idiot. You can't convert somebody by punching them in the face. We shouldn't agree on everything. We are not a cult. If you want to grow your practice, your movement, or your friends' circle, prove that you're more concerned with someone's welfare than being right. Now, I'm the older brother that many of you wish you didn't have. But one thing I hope you realize I love and value more than you know. You and I are the legacy of this great institution. We are forever linked. The talent in this room is immeasurable. The life stories are incredible. And we will write history together. What you've experienced here has challenged you. It's been the worst of times and the best of times. You've been tested, and nothing worthwhile comes easy. Yes, we're a family, like it or not. Our reputation depends on each other. More than anything else, I hope we care. Care enough to go the extra mile, give when it hurts, and strive to be our best. So as your older brother, please indulge me as I give you this piece of advice. You may obtain happiness by serving others, and others may make you happy at times, but no one but yourself is responsible for your happiness. You're not defined by how others treat you. You're defined by how you treat others. Find fulfillment in who you are, which cannot be taken from you. And it's not defined by your specialty or your income. Only then can you enjoy others for who they are without expectation, for with great expectation will inevitably bring great disappointment. Let me reflect on the power of words, with the most important words I know, the first of which, sorry. As with all people who have taken up the challenge to serve others, we will disappoint, we will fall short, and we will make mistakes. And this word is a reminder of the humility that must come with our ability. I'm sorry to my patients for falling short, and thankful that patients give much more grace to those who show the most care rather than those who have the most knowledge. Remember this word for your patient or coworker who will not always receive your best attitude or best effort. And especially remember this word for your family and friends who will not always spend enough time with, and you will not always show the love deserved for such special people. The two most important words. Thank you. Let me start by thanking our amazing faculty and our president for their caring and advice. Thank you to our families that have supported us through this endeavor with finances, encouragement, and love. And thank you for all those special unsung heroes that get us through each day without needing recognition, but always deserving it. Thank you. The three most important words: I love you. And I do love you. I know this, knowing that that sentiment may not be returned, but love is a gift. And it is action beyond words. It is independent of what others feel. We are loved and we are called to love, and not just those who love you. Now, as we speak the words that define what's in our hearts, we acknowledge that some people speak loudly, some speak gently, but we all speak as one voice in a profound and powerful manner, and we can shape the way our nation and our world view medicine. Let me draw on my experience filled with many failures and some success. You will learn more from your struggles than your accomplishments. Take chances. In order to reach your potential, you must be willing to fail. And that which differs from defeat from victory is the difference between those who will never try and those who will never give up. During your years, you will have good fortune, good friends, good luck, and good times. But you will also have disappointment, letdown, be burned out, and even betrayed. Let us not rely on our circumstance to define who we are and how we act towards other people. Let us continue to hold doors, say kind words, smile at everyone, regardless of what we get from those we serve. Let us define ourselves by what we do, independent of how people treat us. Embrace and support each other. The more we realize that other people have difficulties, the less overwhelming your own burdens will be. Help others, because there will be a day when you need help. Allow others to help you, for this is true humility. And without that opportunity, friendships will linger in mediocrity. Be blessed, and do not fight this good fight alone. Let me conclude this speech with a warning and an encouragement. Balance in life is perhaps the greatest challenge you will ever have. How can a person be the best husband, wife, father, mother, friend, and professional at the same time? How can a person be well-educated, physically fit, well-read, and well-rested simultaneously? It is impossible to always be available for all your friends, your family, and volunteer for all those who need and have less fortune than yourself. And yet we try. We prioritize, we strive, we improve. No one can know everything about every disease. No one can be the best at handling every acute ailment. No one can treat all the people who need help, and no one can find the cure for every disease or perfect all the solutions to all healthcare disparities. And yet we try. This is how we are remembered, not by a single achievement, but over the months and years of our best effort, our loyalty, and our dedication to make ourselves and those around us the best we can be. Your new degree provides you that conduit to greatness, to make a difference, to be tested, to relish the challenge of doing what few others can do. We are Morehouse. You've been equipped with the knowledge and skill needed to change the world. Now go forth and do great things.
Thank you, Congressman Dr. Rich McCormick. Thank you so much for joining us today. And now I invite our interim dean, Dr. Sandra Harris-Hooker, to bring greetings and to begin the conferral of degrees. I also see in the audience Dr. Adrian Tindall, our former dean. Please be recognized. Dr. Sandra Harris-Hooker, please.
Good morning. To the class of 2026, this is the end of your training at the Morehouse School of Medicine and the beginning of your responsibility. Please know that while knowledge is certainly important and it matters, don't ever forget that it will be your compassion, your humility, and your presence that will matter just as much. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Please prepare to honor your student. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now confer upon candidates the degrees of Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Health Informatics, Doctor of Health Administration, Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies, Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Neuroscience, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences, and the Doctor of Medicine. First, we will confer the Master of Public Health degree. Will the candidates please rise? Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the students who have completed a rigorous program of public health studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges and the Council on Public Health Education. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Public Health.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Public Health with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Dr. Victor Aaron Bowden. Quantez Brooks. Victoria Elizabeth Brown. Jonathan Carey. Janae Alexis Farrington. Kirsten Susanna Francis. Natasia Kendra Graham. Pilar Maria Jackson. Nicolette Nicole Lewis. Dr. Nicolette Nicole Lewis. Bianca Kelly McAllister. Alexis Renee McCowan. Jennifer Ashley Moore. Barisia Mtwani. Bailey Kennedy Norman. James Dante Prayer. Jimmy Javante Price. Kayla Seals. Shaylin Sullivan. Taylor R. Ware. Hakeem Jamal White. Jaisha Iman White.
Will the new Master of Public Health graduates please rise? You may now turn your tassel to the left side. Dr. Powers?
Good morning. I'm Dr. Brenton Powers, Assistant Director for our Master of Public Health program and Assistant Professor within our Department of Public Health Education. It gives me great joy to be able to recite this public health oath with you today as a 2010 alumni of our MPH program. So I want to give you these words to carry with you that Dr. Montgomery Rice actually left with us at her investiture. As you depart from MSM, never depart from its presence. Never let it depart from your essence. Let it always remind you of who you are and whose you are. At this time, ask that we recite the International Declaration of Health Rights that is printed on page 24 of your program. If there are any other MSM MPH alumni present, any other MPH degree holders or public health practitioners present, I ask that you please join us. Let us begin. Health requires peaceful and equitable development and collaboration of all peoples. The enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of health is one of the fundamental rights of every human being. It is not a privilege for those with power, money, or social standing. Health is more than the absence of disease, but includes prevention of illness, development of individual potential, a positive sense of physical, mental, and social well-being. Health care should be based on dialogue and collaboration between citizens, professions, communities, and policymakers. Health services should be affordable, accessible, effective, efficient, and convenient. Health begins with the healthy development of the child and a positive family environment. Health must be sustained by the active role of men and women in health and development. The role of women and their welfare must be recognized and addressed. Health care for the elderly should preserve dignity, respect, and a concern for a sustainable environment with balanced human population growth and preservation for cultural diversity. Health depends on the availability to people of basic elements: food, safe water, housing, education, productive employment, protection from pollution, and prevention of social alienation. Health depends on protection from the exploitation without distinction of race, religion, political belief, economic, or social condition. Together, the oath. We, as people concerned about the health improvement in the world, do hereby commit ourselves to advocacy and action to promote the health rights of all human beings. Congratulations. Dr. Harris-Hooker.
Will the new Master of Science in Health Informatics graduates please rise? Madam President. I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of health informatics studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Health Informatics with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Angel Champion. Samara Linnell Frazier. Malika King. Avian Kimberly Levermore. Sadell Smith. Candace Yvette Turner. Inel Darnett Verweet.
Will the new Master of Science, Health and Informatics graduates please rise? Candidates, you may now move your tassel to the left side and be seated. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Health Administration degree please rise? They're here. Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of health administration studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Doctor of Health Administration.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Health Administration with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Dr. Edmund L. Allen, Sr. Dr. Michael Aristide. Dr. Shanique Shante Clark. Dr. Javette Collins. Dr. Robert Brian M. Edwards. Dr. Natasha Janelle Green. Dr. Allie Victoria Hayes. All right. Dr. Rakiet Olabiyi. Dr. Shalana Parker Page. Dr. Mireya Denise Quintana. Dr. Natalie Sanchez. Dr. Justin B. Searcy. Dr. Angela Sharma. Dr. April Cannell Johnson Suggs. Dr. Stephen Courtney Thomas, Jr. Dr. Peter L. Tran. Dr. Ronald Joe Turner II. Dr. Brandon Anthony Williams Walker, Sr.
Will the new Doctor of Health Administration graduates please rise? You may now move your tassels to the left side. Dr. Chapman.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Alicia Chapman, Program Director, Doctor of Health Administration Program. We will now recite the Healthcare Administrator Pledge. I invite other healthcare administrators in the audience to rise and recite the pledge with graduates. The pledge can be found on page 25 of your program. DHA, say it with your heart. As a healthcare administrator, I will serve the greater good by bringing people and healthcare resources together to create value that no single individual can create alone. Therefore, I will seek a course that enhances the value my expertise can create for society over the long term. I recognize my decisions can have far-reaching consequences that affect the well-being of individuals inside and outside my enterprise, today and in the future. As I reconcile the interest of different constituents, I will face choices that are not easy for me and others. Therefore, I promise I will act with the utmost integrity and pursue my work in an ethical manner. I will safeguard the interest of my shareholders, co-workers, customers, and the society in which we operate. I will seek to include the voices and needs of the underserved and disenfranchised people of the communities I serve to support the creation and advancement of health equity. I will manage my enterprise in good faith, guarding against decisions and behavior that advance my own narrow ambitions, but harm the enterprise and the society it serves. I will understand and uphold both in letter and in spirit the laws and contracts governing my own conduct and that of my enterprise. I will take responsibility for my actions, and I will represent the performance and risk of my enterprise accurately and honestly. I will develop both myself and other managers under my supervision so that the profession continues to grow and contribute to the well-being of society. I will strive to create substantial economic, social, and environmental prosperity for the enterprise I lead and the communities I serve. I will be accountable to my peers, shareholders, co-workers, and patients for living by this pledge. This pledge I make freely and upon my honor. Thank you. You may be seated. Congratulations, doctors.
We will now have the candidates for the Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies to come forward. Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of Physician Assistant Studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Alexis Blunt. Deja Imani Booker.
Will the new Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies graduates continue to rise? You may now move your tassel to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated. Dr. Jackson Boats.
Good morning. I am Dr. Sabrina Jackson Botts, Principal Faculty with the Department of Physician Assistant Studies. We will now recite the Physician Assistant Professional Oath as printed in your programs on page 26. So at this time, I invite the new grads, as well as any other physician assistants present, to stand and join with us. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, benevolence, non-maleficence, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with the physician. I will share and expand knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. You may be seated. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Biomedical Research degree come forth? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program in biomedical research studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Biomedical Research with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Damani Christian Andre. Timothy Ray Brantley, Jr. Ariana Lachey Colson. Kitora Eves. Tia Amiracle Lachey Sadler. Danielle Annette Wright.
Will the new Master of Science in Biomedical Research graduates please rise? You may now move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations. And you may be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Clinical Research degree please come forward? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of clinical research studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Clinical Research, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Isabel Berhanu. Dr. Shayla Elise Day.
Will the new Master of Science in Clinical Research graduates please rise? Thank you. Candidates, you may now move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Medical Sciences degree please move forward? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students who have completed a rigorous program of medical sciences studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Medical Science, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and hood. No, you have your hood already. Thank you.
Sydney Beckton. Destiny Carmichael. Loren Nicole Carter. Summer Soleil Elizabeth Clemens. Nasia Zuri Cooper. Maya Anise Ginyard. Nevaeh Lee Patillo Herndon. Kenesha John. Amaya Kelly. Lauren Michelle Kelly. Damari Joshua Massey. Bogawa. Olina Mohammed. Alexandra Norwood. Chelsea Onwuzurike. Next, we have Amelia Poma. Fadila Sosil. Amari Tiller. Giovanni Andres Pimentel. Temple Rose White. Jasmine Elizabeth Woodruff Tellisford.
Will the new Master of Science in Medical Sciences graduates please rise? You may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Neuroscience degree come forward? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of neuroscience studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority invested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Neuroscience with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Holland Hubert. Makaylee Zoe Sinwa. Mackenzie J. White.
Will the new Master of Science in Neuroscience graduates please rise? Candidates, you may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations. And you may be seated. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and Biomedical Sciences come forward? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students who have completed a rigorous program of biomedical sciences studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Dr. Aaliyah Devine Anderson. Dr. Kim Lamont Preston, Jr. Dr. Eva Janae Angelic Sebastian.
The new candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree, you may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Dr. Eatman Daniels.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Danita Eatman Daniels, Associate Dean of Graduate Education and Biomedical Sciences, Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Medical Science, Master of Science in Neuroscience, the Doctor of Philosophy and Biomedical Sciences. Graduates, please rise. Please rise. We will now recite the Scientist Pledge. Other scientists in the audience are welcome to join in. See page 27 in the program. I accept this opportunity to follow the difficult and rewarding path of biomedical science and clinical research. I will endeavor to honor all those who have contributed to this opportunity by always working to the utmost of my abilities and by increasing those abilities when possible. I will strive to advance fundamental knowledge about all living things. I pledge to use my energy, intellect, and education to enhance the lives of all mankind, understanding that often the greatest strides are made through efforts to assist the dispossessed and underprivileged in our world. I will carefully consider and remain mindful of the ethical implications of my work. I will never use my gifts and skills to intentionally harm any individual or group. In planning and carrying out my work, I will treat this planet and all its life forms with honor and respect. I will honor and respect the efforts of my teachers, taking great care always to give credit where credit is due, and always humbly understanding that all that I see by standing on the shoulders of the many scientists who have gone before me. I will also honor and respect my students and all who rely on that which I have learned, striving to truthfully and openly disclose all my methods, findings, and conclusions. So long as I adhere to this pledge, May I have continued success in the field of biomedical science and clinical research. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree, Doctor of Medicine, please rise? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students. They have completed a rigorous program of medical studies, fully accredited by the Liaison Committee on Medical Education. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that they receive the degree Doctor of Medicine.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Medicine with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma.
Dr. Amiola Oluwa Abraham. Dr. Montasser Ahmad Ahmad. Dr. Hannah Ekobieri Onyekar. Dr. Kiera Ash. Dr. Victoria Asokwa. Dr. Justin Dion Baker. Dr. Khalil Bashir. Dr. Jasmine Amelia Baylor. Dr. Jeremy Chidarius Beeman. Dr. Emily Elaine Bryant. Dr. Deja Deshay Bias. Dr. Alexia Charlo. Dr. Mishara Shatin. Dr. Angia Chin. Dr. Mari Mackay Childs. Dr. Joshua Sam Christopher. Dr. Lindsay J. Clark. Dr. Shaquinciana Deshadra Clark. Dr. Eleanor Clark. Dr. Naomi Renee Cole Strickland. Dr. Aaron Collier. Dr. Nina Simone Collier. Dr. Camille Joy Milano David. Dr. Adrienne Darnell Day. Dr. Jenabu Diallo. Dr. Ciamata Diaz. Dr. Zion Alexandria Eberhardt. Dr. Alyssa Jade Edgar. Dr. Dominic Christopher Inyert. Dr. Anaka Fatima Pfizer. Dr. Kasona Mumia Fortingo. Dr. Austin Travis Fretwell. Dr. Jarius Alexander Garner. Dr. Jessica C. Goodwin. Dr. Zeta Denise Granberry. Dr. Chelsea Ariana Green. Dr. Lauren Shantae Hardiman. Dr. Paige Alexandria Harper White. Dr. Naya Oneje Hawkins Harrison. Dr. Sean Austin Hector. Dr. Asha Cecily Henderson. Dr. Kiara Aaliyah Huff. Dr. Deborah Chiamaka Ajimbanwu. Dr. Justin Ikena Ikara. Dr. Melissa Isabube. Dr. Michaela Angel Gerald. Dr. Jakiria Keon. Dr. Jakiria Keon Curtin. Dr. Kylan Knowles. Dr. Samuel Kwame Kuwatachu. Dr. Anshul Kumar. Dr. Alex Trenton Ladd. Dr. Tamia Beatrice Lewis. Dr. Nancy Liu. Dr. Alexander Jacob Martinek. Dr. Anahit Maranian. Dr. Tiana Dion Milligan. Dr. Jada Simone Moore. Dr. Ayana Mohammed. Dr. Samaya Aisha Mohammed. Dr. Tyra Destiny Mussington. Dr. Sarah Nicole Nault. Dr. Sam Madison Nelson. Dr. Jarvik Christopher Nelson. Dr. Hannah Leigh Nguyen. Dr. Zuri Ahmad Nasiyu Bey. Dr. Nicole Warira Injeru. Dr. Jalen Khalid Norris. Dr. Edward Obu. Dr. Janaya Oglesby. Dr. Chidinma Ogu Ejiofor. Dr. Onyinye Anthony Akonma. Dr. Adugo Chininyanwa Opereke. Dr. Marcos Ortiz. Dr. Lionel K. Wankap. Dr. Brandon Andrew Parkinson. Dr. Svetomira Zikova-Pekova. Dr. Alyssa Brianna Presley. Dr. Christina Presmy. Dr. Aisha Quadri. Dr. Sydney A. Ragland. Dr. Rachel Maria Reed Oderingday. Dr. Edward Robinson. Dr. Kyra Ashley Robinson. Dr. Selena Marie Russell. Dr. Lauren Karis Ryan. Dr. Burlinson St. Julian. Dr. Simone L. Salter. Dr. Jeremy Nehemiah Isaiah Shropshire. Dr. Michaela Unique Thomas. Dr. Josiah Matthew Toulay. Dr. Kyra Tito. Dr. Cameron Janae Tony. Dr. Alexander Onyekache Uche Jr. Dr. Julia Valeria Vasquez Gonzalez. Dr. Byron Anthony Joseph Ward, Jr. Dr. Dominique Tierra White. Dr. Devin Tenor Williams. Dr.
Prishay M. Wilson. Dr. Zoe Dominica Wilson. Dr. Jania Stephanie Yates. Dr. Simon K. Young. And Dr. Jonasi Layla Zamor.
Will the new Doctor of Medicine graduates please rise? Candidates, you may move your tassels to the left. Dr. Natabe.
My name is Ngozi Anachebe, and I have the honor of reciting the Hippocratic Oath. I serve as the Executive Vice Dean for Education and Faculty Affairs, and I'm a proud alumna of the Morehouse School of Medicine. I invite other physicians in the audience to please rise and recite the oath with the graduates. The oath is printed on page 28 of your program. The oath of Hippocrates was demanded of the young physician of ancient Greece as he was about to enter his profession. The following is a modern version of the original. Please read with me. I solemnly swear that as a graduate of the Morehouse School of Medicine, according to my ability and judgment, I will keep the following oath. I will consider dear to me those who have taught me this art, and will teach the art to all those who qualify as students. I will follow that method of treatment which, according to my ability and judgment, I consider for the benefit of my patients, and will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous. I will preserve the purity of my life and my art. In every house where I come, I will enter only for the good of my patients, keeping myself from all intentional ill and seduction. All that may come to my knowledge in the exercise of my profession, which ought not to be spread abroad, I will keep secret and never reveal. If I keep this oath faithfully, may I enjoy my life and practice my art, respected by all people and in all times. But if I trespass and violate this oath, may the reverse be my lot. Congratulations, class of 2026. Dr. Reddick.
Good morning. I am Dr. Bonzo Reddick, class of 2002, and president of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. On behalf of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association, I bring greetings to all present and congratulate the class of 2026. Today, we acknowledge and reward your accomplishments and wish you much success as you advance to the next stage of your education and career. I encourage you to connect with alumni, to stay in touch with your classmates, and to stand as an example for the classes to follow. Support Morehouse School of Medicine, both verbally and financially. Remember, without your demonstrated support, we cannot expect others to sustain that which is yours and that which has so profoundly changed your life. At this time, will you please stand and repeat after me the following pledge, all graduates. I, and state your name, hereby accept membership in the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. As a graduate, I promise to maintain active membership in the Alumni Association and support the association and the Morehouse School of Medicine to the best of my ability. Thank you. Please be seated. Congratulations. And Dr. Montgomery Rice.
It's not 4 o'clock yet, is it? You did a great job. Y'all did a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you to the graduates. Thank you to the families. Before I give my charge and closing remarks to the class of 2026, I want to take this time to acknowledge the Morehouse School of Medicine alumnus, Dr. Wally Johnson, class of 2016, who is receiving the Distinguished Alumnus Award. Are you in the audience, Wally, somewhere, I hope? There you go, there you go. Oh my goodness. So I haven't seen Wally since he graduated, but I have watched his career. He was in our first post-bac program class, and now he is a distinguished alumnus, but he is also a transplant surgeon. Is that correct? Please never tell me, don't ever try to tell me what's not possible. Thank you so much. This award is the highest honor an alumnus can receive, and it's particularly significant because the winner is selected by his or her peers. We thank you, Dr. Johnson, for all that you continue to do to advance the mission of Morehouse School of Medicine, and we are confident you will continue to bring great honor to Morehouse School of Medicine. Thank you. To the class of 2026, joy. That is what I feel. I know how serious you take discovery, knowledge, high-quality patient care, and community service. Those are just a few gifts that a professional school like Morehouse School of Medicine can give to society. But our grandest gift that we give to the world is you, the class of 2026. And today you will join those privileged to practice the healing arts, advance discovery, and serve humanity through science, compassion, advocacy, and truth. And make no mistake, it is a privilege. It is a privilege to sit beside another human being in moments of vulnerability. It is a privilege to search for answers where inequities persist. It is a privilege to use your knowledge, your hands, your voice, your influence in service to others. So with this graduation comes responsibility. The responsibility to engage with each person in front of you, and you all know that question I always ask. Based on who's sitting in front of me, what's possible? The question, though, guys, requires more than just intelligence. It requires listening. It requires humility. It requires compassion. In this increasingly complex world, it requires courage. Courage to remain curious in the moments of disagreement. Courage to listen when perspectives differ from your own. But yet, courage to stand firmly in your values while still recognizing the humanity of others. Because true inclusion is not tested when everyone agrees. It is tested when we choose respect and engagement and dignity, even amid difference. So I thank you. I thank you because that is leadership. That is professionalism, and that is what the world desperately needs from each of us now. Your story, every joy, every disappointment, every sacrifice, every obstacle has prepared you for this moment. Do not shy away from your experiences. Do not hide the complexity of your journey. Those moments are what shape your resilience, sharpen your empathy, and strengthen your purpose. Because you see on the path to becoming a scientist, clinician, researcher, a public health leader, there are many failed experiments. There are many repeated sequences, but there are also many unexpected outcomes, and there are difficult lessons. Discovery requires grit. Healing requires patience, and leadership requires endurance. And graduates, I know you desire to make an impact, and you will be tested repeatedly. You will be tested in the moments progress will feel slow, the moments when systems resist change, the moments when your voice feels small against challenges that appear overwhelming. But remember this, the pursuit of health equity is not simply a professional aspiration, it is a moral obligation. Whether it's at the bedside, in the laboratory, in the community, in the policy, or in the public office, we are called to answer. We answer to the needs of humanity. That is our oath. And at some point, you're going to come to understand that difference between knowledge and learning. Knowledge is what you gain here at Morehouse School of Medicine, but learning is how you apply that knowledge in service to humanity. Learning happens when you encounter complexity, when the textbook answer does not fully solve the problem, when you realize that healing requires partnership, trust, culture, community, and most importantly, understanding. You will understand how to extend your medical and scientific knowledge to help individuals achieve their optimal level of health by developing solutions unique to their lived experiences. That is the truth about health equity. It's about giving people what they need, when they need it, and the amount they need to reach their optimal level of health. We are at a remarkable moment, and this is your journey, one that I hope that you will look back on with pride and gratitude. And I will hope that you will hold tightly the principles that brought you here. Service, I see it in many of you. Justice, I see it in many of you. Excellence, compassion, and humility. And most importantly, understanding. You are the living legacy of this institution. The bonds that you have forged here will not end today. Like the roots of a strong and growing tree, they deepen over time, anchoring you through the storm ahead. You are entering your professions in an unprecedented time in history, a time when science is being questioned, artificial intelligence seems like it's overtaken us, global health challenges exist, rapid discovery is occurring, and we have profound societal division. But guess what? People are going to look to you for answers, for reassurance, for truth, for hope. They would trust you with the most vulnerable parts of themselves, whether it's a patient or a research participant or a student or a colleague or a community partner. They will place their trust in your integrity and your compassion. Honor that trust. And so today, as you begin that next chapter, I charge you with the following. First, align your professional identity with a vision greater than yourself. I believe that health equity is achievable, that every person deserves the opportunity to reach their optimal level of health by receiving what they need, when they need it, and the amount they need. But to achieve that vision, you must first see the possibility in others before seeking recognition for yourself. Continue asking that question of based on who's sitting in front of me, what's possible? And wait for the answer. Never stop learning, never stop listening. Medicine changes, science evolves, knowledge advances. Remain intellectually curious, but seek excellence, and let your work reflect your character, your profession, and your alma mater. Third, never lose sight of your purpose. Seek wise counsel, listen to your higher call, and be an exceptional professional. You all have been exceptional today. Thank you. It showed your humanity. Love deeply, laugh heartily, and pray often. And try to find some balance, even though I'm not sure when it begins to exist. Remember to support the institution that helped shape your path. We need you. And fourth, take care of yourselves. Exercise, rest, dance, read, listen to music, and most importantly, spend time with those you love and who love you. Because when health is absent, wisdom cannot reveal itself, art cannot manifest, strength cannot fight, and believe me, wealth becomes meaningless. And finally, leave a legacy of service. Make sure that the lives you touch and the places you serve are better because of you. Remain humble. You will have many answers, but never all of them. When you enter a room, do not say, "Here I am." Instead, say, "How can I help?" Graduates of the class of 2026, you have earned your place among the global community of healers, scientists, scholars, and servant leaders. Go forward with courage, go forward with compassion, go forward with conviction, and go forward with grace. And may God richly bless each of you and your families. And may the work of your hands leave this world healthier, kinder, and more just than when you came into it. Well done. Thank you on behalf of Morehouse School of Medicine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join the Morehouse College Glee Club as they sing Morehouse School of Medicine's alma mater, SOAR. The song is printed on page 35 in your program. Following the alma mater, please remain standing as Reverend Crawford delivers the benediction.
who calls you is faithful, and he will do it. Let us receive the benediction. Thank you, God, for this week of celebrating your goodness, about what you have accomplished through these graduates. We hear your words as we step down from this sacred place to go into our different ways, but we always remember that you call us to do sacred works, to transform a world. We hear you reminding us of your faithfulness, your omnipotence to bring to pass what you put in us, our dreams, our aspirations, our hopes. So now, God, unto you who is faithful, give us the power to speak the truth, and that the truth will empower those who are weak. God, who is faithful, give us the ability to heal the pains of the homeless, the least, the last, and the lost. God, who is faithful, give us the spirit to speak love amidst hate, hope amidst despondency, light of truth in dark and in an uncertain political climate. God, who is faithful, give us the power to be the voices for the unseen, ears for the unheard, and hands for the physically and mentally challenged. God, who is faithful, give us the power to advocate to the nation, to share the resources that every child can eat, that every mother can have a happy home, that there will be decent places for all of your citizens. God, who's faithful, give us, God, this day to advocate for health care, not for those who have, but even for those who have not. God, who's faithful, give us the strength to help the young, that they can feel they can have hope in the world and not caught up into the misery of an inner city or even a rural stagnation. God, who's faithful. And now, God, who's faithful, be with your people, God. Let your presence, God, go before them, that they may have a light to guide them in the world. Oh, God, let your presence be behind us, that we will not go back, but we will always march forward. Lord, be beside us, that we will not go to the left or the right, but always stay in the center ground and keep on pushing forward for you. And by all means, God, be above us, fill us with love, wisdom, and your grace. This is the prayer we pray on this day, that everybody say, amen. Let us now receive our Chief Marshal, Dr. Finley.
I hereby declare that the 42nd Commencement Exercises of Morehouse School of Medicine have come to an end. Please note that there will be a reception at Morehouse School of Medicine in the Calvin Smyrie Education Conference Center. A special thank you to our keynote speaker, Congressman Rich McCormick. All our distinguished platform guests, trustees, alumni, faculty, staff, and students for your individual and collective participation in today's commencement celebration. And now we ask that the audience remain seated until the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates have completely recessed. Thank you all for joining us in this academic celebration.
Test two.
Make sure we have a, okay, right here.
I don't know if this is.
know if we were using, I thought they were bringing some over, Coca-Cola.